Yo, the Bolt fan. Yo, the Bolt family. So, you like the shirt? Chargers. So I got this hat. I got tons of hats, but this is one kind of a new bucket hat, new style bucket hat. Chargers. And the other side, got the Bolt. Yeah. So, hi guys. I thought I'd start doing something for fun besides all my other videos. So this one, I'm going to start doing some Charger videos, right? So I think it's kind of fun. So you will see. I probably got my four people. Maybe some other people will watch these that don't watch the other ones anyway. So I like doing these videos. It's kind of fun. So I want to talk about the Chargers in the 2023 season coming up. And we'll see how long this thing goes. Try to keep them as short as you can to get people to watch them. So first of all, the end of last year was horrible, right? What is it, 27-0, and then they lose. Can't even score a touchdown. But then so everybody's like, let's fire the coach, right? Brandon Staley, what's that's got to be coaching. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. It was coaching, offensive coaching. Um, yeah, I mean both sides really, but at the end of the day, they didn't fire him. So what are you going to do? You know, we coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm not about that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm about what's happening now. So they give Staley another chance. They give him another chance. I think this is his last chance. But because he's put something together and everybody seems to love the team, all the players seem to love it. And, you know, you can learn from something like that. And I hope we play the Jaguars again in the playoffs. That's all I got to say about that. I think it'll be awesome. I think we will annihilate them because yeah, I mean, they're a good team, obviously. You got to give them their due. But at the end of the day, we cannot run the football. So Austin Eckler's a great running back. He's a great running back as far as touchdowns, you know, throwing the pass. But as far as like just going up the middle and getting yards when you need them, and he's not that guy. He never has been that guy. We don't have that guy. Maybe we do. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, if we could have just ate the clock and ran the ball, we could have scored a touchdown and won the game, right? So it is what it is. But moving forward, when they went out and got Kellen Clemens, he's the offensive coordinator from Dallas. He's been a great offensive coordinator there. They've been the top five offenses for several years, and the way he runs the offenses is really good. By the way, um, he does a lot of 12 man. Well, anyway, he does a lot of different kinds of sets where they have more people in the block, and the tight ends are very important, and the running backs are very important. And a lot of people think that our running back room with Joshua Kelly and Isaiah Spiller could actually be okay, you know. And this kid we had last year, the rookie, never got a chance. And they got rid of Joe Lombardi. He was our offensive coordinator, and he was a train wreck. But here's the thing about Kellen Clemens. One of the main things is he adjusts. He adjusts to the people. He adjusts. He doesn't say, come in and adjust to my program. He says, no, I adjust to what's happening around me, right? So he'll find ways to make it work. They're going to have that fullback they have, Horvath. He's going to be doing a lot of blocking. And, you know, I was kind of upset in the draft they didn't get a tight end, right? Because I was like, I did a bunch of, I'm learning more. So I have time. I mean, in between my Bible stuff and my study stuff and all the stuff that takes a lot of time. But I still have time. So I've been like in depth in all these mock drafts and watching all these blogs. And by the way, this guy named The Director on YouTube, he's my favorite. His language is clean. That's one thing that's important to me, as you may or may not know. But he's just really, really good. And there's another one called The Chargers. Anyway, I can't remember. But The Director, he's a really good if you want to watch a blog about the Chargers, right? And start watching those draft shows too, and the fantasy shows. You're going to learn a lot. But anyway, so the offense I think is going to be stellar this year. They went out and got this wide receiver, and nobody really had him on their boards except one or two guys, and all of those draft expert guys. Only one or two guys had him high, right? Chargers had him high, and I'll tell you why. He's a big guy like Mike Williams, but he's faster than Mike Williams, right? He's faster, and they're going to use him a lot, right? He's going to be downfield guy, right? And they're getting Jalen Guyton back. I don't remember, you know, if you remember him last time he was healthy. When Herbert was throwing the ball down the field. We didn't have that at all. We didn't have that downfield threat last year. We got a couple in. Mike Williams can make those. He can make those big body catches, yeah, but he's hurt a lot, right? So we'll see what happens. But with those three receivers they got now, that's pretty darn good. And then Palmer's no slouch, and even this rookie, the other one we picked up from TCU, the running back. I mean, the other wide receiver, the smaller guy, he's really fast. He's going to be our punt returner, and he led the nation in punt returns and kickoff returns in college ball. So that should be a great because we didn't really have that, you know. Um, so yeah, the offense should be stellar. The running backs, I wish they would have got a running back, you know, but I think we might be able to see that Isaiah Spiller, who was a rookie last year and very young, youngest, he was 20 years old. So a lot of people say he wasn't ready emotionally and physically. He's just like growing into his body. So I'm hoping with a lot of works and working with the right people that we could see something out of that kid. And the same thing with Joshua Kelly. So they might be okay. The defense should be good. They went and got another edge, and the reason you do that is because you have Bosa and Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's not getting any younger, so he's got a year or two left. But those guys are Khalil Mack played the whole season pretty much, but Bosa he's been hurt a lot, not just last year, right? So now you got a guy, you got a rotation of three guys, and this guy Tulu, I forgot his name. He's a Samoan guy, Tuliaposo or something like that. He can play inside too. He's not just he can play a lot of places on that line, right? So most of the guys they picked up are versatile like that. The linebacker they got too is really good. The linebacker that they drafted. So a part of their linebackers, on their defense, we got rid of what's his name, Drew Tranquil, right? And everybody was upset. I was upset. Why you get rid of Drew? He had a great year. He's just coming into his own. La da 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 da. They went out and got this guy Kendricks, right, from Minnesota. Kendricks is better at the run. So Kendricks can cover too, but he's better at the run, right? So when you stop and think about it, what's the Chargers' weakest part of their defense? Oh, the run. Oh, okay. So they go and get a guy who can do what Tranquil can do, plus he's better at the run. Yeah, he's older, probably got a year or two left. But let me tell you what happens when guys switch teams and they're 30, 31, 30, even 32, a lot of times they pour it on. And I got something to prove now. Yeah, you want to see what happened? Because over there in Minnesota, they switched their defense over, so that might be part of the reason his numbers went down last year. But that guy is probably better than Drew Tranquil, to be honest with you. And yeah, he's older, but the guy they drafted is also very good. He has sort of the same compatible to Eddie Kendricks. So now he's got this mentor guy, right, mentoring him, and he might just push Murray out because Murray, our other linebacker, he's okay. He never really he wasn't stellar, right? And so we're hoping that some of those guys, that Jackson guy comes back from his injury and finally figures it out because he was the top guy in the league when we brought him over, right? We already spent a lot of money on these guys, right? So we don't really need to go get a lot of other guys. They're hoping they get this guy named Johnson from Cleveland who can also play safety. So I told you guys I've been doing my homework. So yeah, Chargers should be pretty good next year. We'll see. So they're ranked 12th in most of the NFL and ESPN, and they're ranked 12th, which gets them in the playoffs. But the interesting thing is that what's that one? DraftKings or one? No, not Draft. It's one of the gambling sites. They actually have the Chargers. They actually have the Chargers ranked number two or something. Yeah, number two as far as wins. Oh no, I know what it was. They had them with 12 wins. So they had them with 12 wins. So that's pretty good. 12 out of 17. We'd obviously they had 10 last year, right? So 12 would be okay. And think about this: whenever the Chiefs play the Chargers, the only reason the Chiefs won it is because we can't stop that last drive, right? But hopefully we can do that now, and hopefully, like I say, our offense is better. So I think we could beat the Chiefs. We'll see, man. So bolt up, guys, and yeah, we're going to be starting the fantasy football back up, and we'll go ahead and do pay if you guys want to do. You can Venmo me the money. Last year I had one person that didn't ever paid, so it's okay. And I'm going to send Brian his his winnings here pretty soon. As soon as I figure it out, I'm going to Venmo him his winnings and even a trophy. So we can still do that if you want. We don't have to do the money, but it's kind of fun. So if you guys want to do for the cash, that's fine. Let me know. And if anybody else just wants to come in here and talk football, we talk football. Now it doesn't really matter. I don't care if you're from another team. If you're watching this and you're not a Charger fan, just don't bash the Chargers and don't come in here please keep the language fairly clean in here, guys. Um, just for me, okay? So let's keep the language clean and let's not. You can come in and say I'm a Raider fan. That's we don't like the Raiders because we're Charger fans, but it's nothing personal. It's not real life. It's football. So God bless you guys and bolt up, baby.